Ben Fuchs, Pharmacist Ben, welcome back to our show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to see you, and it's a pleasure to work with you, and it's a pleasure to know you, a fellow pharmacist, fellow rogue pharmacist.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's been great to know you. And boy, you are just the expert in skincare, and I reference you all the time. And today you're going to educate us on hyaluronic acid cleanser, honey hyaluronic acid cleanser. So tell us about the Truth Treatment product, honey hyaluronic acid cleanser.
Yes. Well, first of all, you know I'm eccentric, and my formulations are eccentric. I felt like there's a billion skincare companies out there, literally, maybe not literally, but there's lots of skincare products out there. And what the heck do you need me to make more skincare products unless I'm doing something different? And I am. All my products are different, unique. You use them in a strange way. They look strange. They're multifunctional. They have a lot of different purposes. The hyaluronic honey cleanser is no different. Cleansing products are standardized. Most cleansing products are made with water and a surfactant and then a few other things they put in them. Surfactant is like a detergent, a foamer, a cleanser. When you wash your face, when you cleanse your face or your body, that's the harshest thing typically we do to our face and to our body, because when you're cleaning, you're getting rid of dirt, obviously, makeup, grime, that kind of thing. But it's very hard to separate the dirt and the grime from the natural skin lipids, the natural skin fats that keep the skin healthy and moist. And so when you're washing your face with most cleansers are not only going to get rid of the dirt and the makeup, the grime, they're going to get rid of the natural skin oils. And so the skin can become dry and it can become irritated over time. And so cleansing products are notoriously harsh on the skin. I wanted to create a cleansing product when I was formulating the whole Truth line that would not disturb the natural lipid balance of the skin, but still clean, so that it would, in essence, replace the skin lipids or restore the skin lipids or not disturb the skin lipids that are on the skin and still get rid of dirt. And that was my thinking when I formulated the hyaluronic honey cleanser and also the peppermint salicylic cleanser. Both of them are lipid-rich cleansers. And the lipids that I chose to use, it's very difficult to make a lipid-rich cleanser because under ordinary circumstances, lipids will destroy foam. They'll interact or interfere with the surfactant. So most cleansers don't have a lot of lipids. And lipids means fats to the layperson. Most cleansers don't have a lot of lipids. I wanted to create a lipid-rich cleanser that didn't utilize oil and that would still clean the skin and create and not disturb the surfactant effect, the cleaning effect of the product. And so I thought about it, and what I decided to use was something called oleosomes. Now, oleosomes are natural plant liposomes. Actually, they're natural cell liposomes. You know as well as I do that cells contain fats, but we know also cells contain water. So how is it that the fats in the cell it can combine with the water in a cell? Because oil and water don't mix. What should happen in a cell is there should be a separation inside of the cell. Well, nature has solved this problem by placing the fats, and this is not just true in plants, it's true in animals, it's true in your fat cells. It has placed the fats in a natural bubble that forms a droplet. You probably heard the term fat droplets. And these fat droplets in cells are created by the action of something called phospholipids. And so what nature has designed is a system where the drop of oil that's in the cell, whether it's a plant cell or an animal cell, will be surrounded with a phospholipid. Phospholipid, as the name implies, has a phospho part, which is water soluble, and a lipid part, which is fat. So you have this water and fat combination, this phospholipid combination, which surrounds the fat droplet and allows the fat to suspend inside the oil of the cell. It's like a natural liposome. Liposomes are bubbles, or fat bubbles that are loaded with water-soluble material. They're used in cosmetics and they're used in drug delivery. This is a natural version. This is nature's version of a liposome called an oleosome. Now, these oleosomes, by virtue of the fact that they have a phospholipid and then they have a natural plant lipid inside them, are not only an ideal way to store fat inside of a cell, but they also are ideal skincare products because, number one, they're lipid. So they have this kind of a restoration property. They can restore the skin lipids on the lipids on the skin, and they cannot disturb the natural skin lipids. Plus, they contain the emulsifier. the phospholipid on the outside. Just to give your listeners an example, lecithin is a classic example of a phospholipid, and phospholipids are found in all of our cells, and phospholipids are part of our digestive system. Our bile depends on phospholipids, and nerve cells, nerve firing depends on phospholipids. The brain depends on phospholipids. Phospholipids are a tremendous skincare ingredient and also nutritional substance. And foods that contain phospholipids are very healthy foods, and skincare products that contain phospholipids are very effective skincare products. So what I did was I took these oleosomes and I used them as my lipid source in our cleansers. So you get this powerful lipid that is not just a softener and a moisturizer for the skin, but it also has the phospholipids that are part of the oleosome. So you get natural surfactant activity. A phospholipid has surfactant activity by virtue of its emulsifying properties. And phospholipids also have a beneficial effect on the skin barrier. So you get lipids, you get phospholipids, you get an improved skin barrier, you get a nice soft feeling to the skin, and you get great cleansing activity. That's the bulk of the product, is the oleosomes. But then we also put hyaluronic acid in the product, and hyaluronic acid has wonderful water trapping properties. You've heard of, I'm sure, hyaluronic acid in skincare products. Lately, it seems like there's zillions of skincare products now, right? With hyaluronic acid. I remember when I was in pharmacy school, you probably remember this too, hyaluronic acid used to cost $1,000 a gram. We used to keep it under lock and key in the laboratory because it came from rooster combs. And you'd have to kill a bunch of roosters to get hyaluronic acid, right? And so hyaluronic acid was this incredible pricey ingredient. Now they figured out through genetic technology how to make hyaluronic acid, so it's a lot cheaper, and you'll see it in a lot of skincare products. But the best place to use hyaluronic acid, which is a wonderful water trapping molecule, is in cleansers. And I've been using hyaluronic acid in cleansers for many, many years. So I included hyaluronic acid in our hyaluronic honey cleanser. And of course, the honey, which has wonderful enzymatic activity and contributes vitamins, and is also a source of natural alpha hydroxy acids. So you get an improvement in the skin surface smoothness, as well as some skin lightening benefits as well. So our hyaluronic honey cleanser, like all my products, is multifunctional, and it's got tremendous activity and health benefits that are imparted to a product that under ordinary circumstances would be, as I say, one of the most disturbing products that you can put on the skin. In ordinary circumstances, cleansers are very disturbing to the skin and very unhealthy for the skin. But with our hyaluronic acid honey cleanser, you get all of the benefits of cleansing without disturbing the skin's natural lipid profile. And on top of all that, you get the benefits, the health benefits of the enzymes and the B vitamins and the alpha hydroxy acids in the honey, and the hyaluronic acid, and the phospholipids in the oleosome, and also vitamin E, which is in the oleosomes as well. So you get a well-rounded health product for cleansing the skin, when under ordinary circumstances, when you're cleansing the skin, you would have dryness and irritation. So you don't get any of that. So it makes it ideal for people who have dry skin, sensitive skin, eczematic skin, all of which can be cleansers can cause problems with. And bonus, as you know, our hyaluronic honey cleanser, because of its nice soft lipid profile, lipid formulation, pro-lipid formulation, is great for shaving. And I shave with it, and I shave with my peppermint salicylic cleanser, which is very similar.
I will vouch for all your products, including the hyaluronic acid honey cleanser, and I shave with it, and it is amazing. Yeah. It just really goes smooth on the face, works better than any shaving gel or cream I've ever used when it comes to smoothing out the face and making the razor basically have a lot less friction. It's awesome. Yeah.
Glides on the skin, and it lasts a really long time too. I should tell you that, as you know, the hyaluronic honey cleanser it's like really dense and packed, so a little bit goes a long way. And that's the way I like to formulate all my products. It's just troubled me when I was formulating products, when I started to learn to formulate products, that most of a product is water. And you'll never see a cleanser that doesn't have water in it. Our hyaluronic honey cleanser is water-free, so that makes it really dense and creamy. And in fact, I've had people use it as a moisturizing cream. I don't suggest you use it as a moisturizing cream, but it has that kind of creamy quality that makes it almost like a moisturizer. And let me just say this one last thing. The surfactant, as I said earlier, the cleansing products are the harshest thing we use on our skin, and cleansing is the harshest process we do to our skin. I chose a cleanser, and I always use this cleanser that is rich in amino acid. It's an amino acid cleanser. It's rich in taurine. And taurine is a very, very underappreciated amino acid. So a unique amino acid in the sense that most amino acids are strung together in proteins. Taurine isn't really strung together in proteins. It's used individually in the body, and it's used to conduct electricity. You'll see taurine in Red Bull. I don't know if you drink Red Bull, but if you look at Red Bull, you'll see taurine in there. And the reason they use taurine is because it has a cardioprotective effect. Its electromagnetic properties allow it to be very beneficial for the heart and protective for the heart. Its electromagnetic qualities also make it important for eye health, and you'll see taurine in eye vitamins. But the electromagnetics of this amino acid taurine also make it very important for skin hydration, for keeping the keratinocytes in the skin cells hydrated. And so when I'm formulating cleansers, I always use a taurine-based surfactant, which contributes this really wonderful and underappreciated amino acid to the skin. So not only are you getting the benefits of the oleosomes and the phospholipids and the hyaluronic acid and the honey, but you're also getting the wonderful, and the vitamin E, but you're also getting the wonderful benefits of taurine. So we've turned the surfactant, which is ordinarily going to be irritating and drying to the skin, into a delivery source for this wonderful skin hydrating amino acid taurine.
Wow, it's amazing. It is an amazing product. I vouch for it myself. And Ben, your knowledge of skincare never ceases to amaze me.
Awesome.
Your wisdom of the skin, I can tell that you're an expert on it, and you've basically been doing it for 30 years because your knowledge is amazing. So thank you for sharing your wisdom and knowledge of skincare.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you, Shawn.